My name is Erin Bried. I'm author of How to Rock Your Baby, and I'm going to show you how to make your own homemade baby food. I never thought I'd be the type of mom to make my own homemade baby food because I'm not that much of a hippie who has all that extra time. I certainly don't. But when I learned how easy it is to do and how cheap it is to do, I got hooked. You can buy your own baby food in the store. These pouches are great if you're in a jam. They run up to $3 in my neighborhood. And jars of baby food are $1 and change. Now I got 2 organic sweet potatoes and 2 organic apples for under $2.50. And these will feed my baby many, many meals. I'm going to show you how to turn them into baby food. First, peel them. You think this is going to take a lot of time, but this is taking me less than 10 seconds. Once you peel your sweet potatoes, just chop them into small pieces. Doesn't have to be anything fancy, it's just to steam them. The smaller the piece, the faster they'll cook. Good first baby foods: sweet potatoes, apples, pears, and peas. They're all very easily digestible. And it doesn't matter which food you feed your baby first. If you feed her an apple, it doesn't mean she's only going to eat fruit and won't eat vegetables. It'll just mean she'll enjoy the experience and be more likely to try new things. So now I have about an inch of water, a few inches of water boiling in this pot. And I'm going to drop my potatoes in and steam them until they're soft. I'm thinking probably 12 to 15 minutes. And now the apples. First step is throw it up and look smug. Does it count as juggling if there are only 2? So once you have your apples, just peel them. You might be wondering why I'm peeling sweet potatoes and apples. Well, it's because I'm going to combine them. It's kind of like the dish you eat at Thanksgiving minus the brown sugar topping. Don't feed your baby marshmallows. How about them apples? Once you peel your apples, just core them like you would normally. My father-in-law taught me how to core apples this way. He eats an apple every day at lunch. And he's going strong. Now that I've got my apples peeled and cored, I'm just going to chop them into small pieces and drop them into the pot to steam. Again, your cuts don't have to be pretty, it's just making them small so they steam faster. Then just pour them into your pan. You know your food is finished steaming when you put a fork in and it's so mushy that it just falls apart. It's been a few minutes, so let's check on our apples and sweet potatoes. These apples are definitely done. Sweet potatoes, they're nice and soft, they're breaking off of my fork. I think they're ready to go. Now I'm just going to drain them and let them cool for a little bit. Hello? We're just waiting for them to cool. Well, I have no patience for this part of it. Now that my sweet potatoes are cool, I'm just going to throw some into my food processor. You can see they're very soft. They just mash with my fork. But this blade is very sharp and it's going to puree them in a very fine consistency. I'm also going to add about 1 part apple to every 3 parts of sweet potato just to make it a little sweeter. I know I like this combination. So there you go. Now I'm putting the lid on and locking it, and I'm just going to puree it. Okay. Now check it out. See, my sweet potatoes and apples are really smooth but also pretty thick. So if I were feeding this to a really small baby, one who just started eating, I would add a little bit of breast milk or formula. You can thin it to your desired consistency, however thick or thin you'd like it. 1 more puree. That's my little chef helper, my sous chef. Of course my baby's not going to eat all of this in one sitting. So I'm going to make individual serving sizes. I can either put it in an ice cube tray, or they have these special baby food containers for when your baby gets a little older. These are a little bit bigger. But when your baby's very young, you can just put enough puree in each ice cube tray. These are individual serving sizes. So you just put them in the freezer, and when they're frozen, pop them out and store them in a Ziploc bag. Now that I've filled all my ice cube trays, I'm just going to take my spatula and even them out. Okay, now I'm just going to freeze these. So for $2.50 I could either buy 1 pouch of baby food or make over 20 servings of the homemade stuff myself, and I know exactly what's in it. So that's how you make homemade baby food. I fed it to my baby for months and she loved it until one day she just decided that she wanted to feed herself and really bite. So she doesn't eat purees anymore, but we'll see how she likes this. I'm going to add a couple dashes of cinnamon to it. What do you think? Is that good? My name is Erin Bried, author of How to Rock Your Baby. Bon appetit.
From now on, it's me and my sweet potato pie.
Thank you. That is good.